Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Arcane Core Blackout. Before we get started, I would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor for this episode, 𝚕𝚐𝚑 Productions. They publish Monster of the Week, the game you're enjoying right now, as well as such critically acclaimed hits as Blades in the Dark, Fate, and Thirsty Sword Lesbians. They've got 2 new supplements out now for a Monster of the Week. Tome of Mysteries adds new paranormal moves and playbooks for hunters to try. And the Codex of Worlds takes your mysteries beyond the modern day and gives your party new team moves to try. Look for them at your friendly local game store or on the web at evilhat.com. And now, without further ado, let us continue. Hello, and welcome to Other Cider Studios. I am your keeper this evening, Ambrose, she/they, and tonight we will continue with the finale episode of Arcane Core Blackout, Episode 9, So Long and Good Night. This series is using Monster of the Week, a Powered by the Apocalypse system by 𝚕𝚐𝚑 Productions. Now keep in mind, everyone, this is just for part 1, so stay tuned. Now we're going to start with our cast, starting with Calamity.
Hello, I'm Calamity, pronoun she, they, and I will be playing Cameron, who is the star. Pronouns also she, they.
Yeah. The star. And Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham, pronouns she, they, and I am playing Cordelia Bennett, or Cassandra Blackwell, depending on who you ask. The monstrous, pronouns she, her.
Awesome. And Jazz.
What up? I'm Jazz. My pronouns are also she, they, and I am playing Mo Jackson, the professional, whose pronouns are she, her.
Sweet. And Vin.
Oh my gosh, hi. I'm Vin. I've been Voxby on Twitter. My pronouns are he, they, and I'll be playing Foxtrot, the parasite. Pronouns any, all.
Awesome. Love this cast. So, without further ado, let's do our recap. We're going to do based off of what happened because a lot happened last session. So we're going to start with Mo and Damien decide to separate, finding out who the traitor is after it's been divulged to y'all. And you, Mo, decide to put a plan into motion as well as telling a few people about it as well. You want to talk to that?
Yeah. So I definitely give our good handlers or handle/co-leader a heads up that we discovered that Janice is the mole. We have a plan though. I'm like, okay, Ezra, you need to find your cousin. And you can't be alone. So Cordelia and Ezra, they stayed at the club with Willow to seek out Millie, while Damien and I went to using Damien's miraculous, beautiful, and a little bit intimidating lying skills, distracted her and diverted her to a nearby park where I set up a sniper's position so I could cover him. But then we did, well, some magic shit. And
I'm
yeah. I was like, wow,
Mo
hey,
finally did their own magic.
yeah,
My gosh.
I know, isn't it spooky? I can do magic. I can kind of do magic now. It backfired a little bit. I can soul search through Damien, but I can also hear what he's thinking. So
You can
that's
hear his
awkward.
adoring thoughts for you, as well as him feeling a little silly about certain things that he said. But you're able to do
Adorable
that.
things that he said.
Then we're gonna come back to you, but we went back to the Nightingale. Corey and Ezra are looking for Millie in the crowd, and they're able to find Millie talking to a Miss Smith or Miss R. Did you want to talk to that, Iris?
Yeah, so we did a few checks to try and find Millie in the crowd. Some of us failed terribly, and then both of us did very well. But we didn't actually go up and talk to Millie until after I revealed that I didn't help Millie make this deal, but I didn't not help them focus it. And so that was something that Ezra very much didn't know and is very much having feelings about.
Just pushing it down really
Yeah.
hard right now. Like, okay. So
Yes.
found out that Millie, even though would have done what Millie was going to do regardless, you did help Millie find out some information about how to channel their magic and amplify it. So not sure how to feel about that. But while that's happening, Cameron, on stage, you're living it up. You're having a good old time. This is the best show that you have ever, like, it is just peak. But as you're taking a TikTok video, you notice something in the crowd. Did you want to talk to that?
Baby girl's going through it.
Baby girl is having a time.
Girl. Oh my gosh. Marcus was what?
No, it's just like I'm also fine with him just being baby girl. Like, this is just a baby girl. Everyone knew what
I should clarify. I
knew
mean Marcus. But I noticed that in the crowd, Marcus was looking at Ezra like he wanted to take him out. So Cameron was like, "Ooh, that's not good." So what do you do when your show's going really well? You wreck it. So she used a magic earring that she's had for a while to try to sabotage the venue's equipment, ended up also sabotaging their own equipment. That's okay though, because they hopped up the stage, got Marcus out of there, and he didn't really remember what had happened. And she was like, "Go to the dressing room and wait. I'm gonna figure out how to fix this." Heck. So yeah.
And then we'll go to that. Mo, you and Damien do make it to the park. You set up the nest. You have your mental setup. You're hearing wisp of his thoughts. And Janice does make an appearance. And you're able to find out some information through Damien. What was those things? Like those really big
some
items.
huge things. Some big huge things. First and foremost, I use my little soul search ability to discover at least the previous identity of the doll maker before they turned into whatever they are now, I think. Interestingly, I think he's also called Jennings, the person I was supposed to find, that Aubrey sent me to find as part of her favor. So that's interesting. Freaked out a little bit about that. Also found out that Janice is responsible for the disappearance of like an entire cell. So that's awful. An entire cell.
An entire cell went missing that day or the day before. You're not entirely sure, and Damien hasn't bought it up, probably because worried about S12 right now and thought that they would be found by now. And uses it as a way to like hopefully rattle Janice. And you're able to find out, yes, she is the one that is the cause of why they might be missing in the first place, as well as might be the reason for other cells being sabotaged over the years.
Yeah,
perhaps?
She didn't seem very remorseful either. Also, just interestingly, her relationship with the doll maker feels really personal or romantic or
maybe romantic,
intimate. I don't know.
Who knows, really?
Who knows, girl? You got some issues. I mean, I got issues, but like, girl. So anyway, I lost it a little bit. You lost
but a little bit finding out that like she might have been responsible for other cells. I'm assuming maybe thought of what happened to Ezra in terms of when you scraped his brain. So you're not sure, but lost it and then shot her in the leg to like jar her. And then she sees you in the tree and releases a nice toothy grin at you. Just a friendly little hi from her location.
Terrifying. Nope.
Absolutely.
Awful.
Transition back. We go to Cordelia and Ezra, who do finally approach Millie while the sabotage is happening on stage. Millie lets Ezra know that, hey, you shouldn't be here in the first place. You gotta go. And Ezra's like, but you're my cousin. Of course I'm here. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? You, Cordelia, what do you do while this is happening that Ezra tried to stop you from doing, but he failed?
I do what anyone would do and offer someone for Millie to get out pact. And I'm like, hey, so you either want the doll maker or Chris, that guy that we were trying to heal back at the core, you want him dead? Um, and I'm just like, yeah, do you want me to kill that guy for you? Does it have to be Millie? And Miss R, she is like, are you trying to make a deal with me? And I said, not necessarily, but would you be willing to modify a past deal? However, Ezra was kind of like, hey, remember how we said no tricks? This kind of feels tricky. And I was like, well,
you caught me there, bud. That was kind of tricky. Oop. But you think about it, you mull over it. While that conversation is happening, Amber, Cameron's manager, kind of walks daintily over to y'all because Cameron, while you're behind the stage, you're like, hey, can we get those people over there now that Marcus is upstairs? Did you want to talk to that, Cameron?
So Cameron was like, get to her manager. She was like, can you get those people for me? And with rolling her eyes, she did. She went and got, I think it was Iris and Ezra first, and then went and got Millie.
Yes. So, sorry, Iris.
Shit.
that literally. I'm gonna be honest. Same
it
thing.
happened during the
same
session
exact
too,
thing happened too.
God bless.
I love that. I'm sorry.
You're doing great.
You're doing wonderfully.
And again, same thing last time. They're the same person.
They're the same person.
Same person.
Don't even worry. So yeah, you call.
It's not acting. It's just my chaos. So
it's just my
makes
chaos
sense.
made cute. I'm already cute, but I made cuter. So in terms of you calling Iris / Cassie over with Ezra, and then eventually Millie, you divulge what's going on with Marcus and that
and who I am.
And who you are, because you're like, okay, by the way, literally voice change through Ezra.
Right.
Found out one of his favorite musicians is also the person that he's working with for the Doll Maker Task Force. So also processing that right now. So not sure what to do with that information, but it's pretty cool. It's a positive. And you essentially y'all talk about how to help Marcus, and Millie ultimately says hey, I know how to mess with. You find out that it's mesmerizing. Someone mesmerized Marcus. You think it might be Janice, but you're not entirely sure. And Millie says hey, I can do something with removing mesmerize, but someone needs to watch me because I'm volatile right now. So if something bad happens, someone needs to be there to stop me, or if I keep going to push me off, essentially. So Millie and Cordelia go up to help Marcus. Back to you, Mo. You're initiating combat with Janice, and you have a conversation while this is happening. You want to talk about the combat, the heartfelt feelings about what the hell is going on.
There were a lot of feelings. There were so many feelings were happening. Yeah, I mean, there was terror because she's really close to Damien and I'm kind of far away. There's confusion because I'm just what's going on, sis? Why did you turn on us like this? I think that Mo had a lot of confused emotions because she had started to grow closer to her boss for the first time in years after in particular I think the aftermath sessions from last season. She definitely felt very betrayed, and so she wanted an explanation, and that's why she asked her while they were trading blows and trying to kill each other, hey, what's going on? What's happening? And Janice was like, what do you mean? And Mo was like, I mean, and gestures to the betrayal at large. So it kind of feels, yeah, exactly. And she was basically like, we can help whatever's going on. We could probably help you. She really wanted to believe that there was some good in her. But instead, Janice said something very curious. She said, can you go back in time to stop me from becoming a vampire? And Mo was like, that is the exact last thing I expected you to say. No. And then they started fighting again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, Janice does attack Damien and throws him down and does a bit of damage to his neck and chest with claws.
Yeah.
And that makes you essentially go ham,
lose
push
my
your
shit,
limits, lose your shit. essentially tackle her and throw her. Full body style badassery ensues, and you're able to essentially push Janice to the limit where it needs blood in order to regain health. It doesn't have it and decides to leave before you can do anything else. And then you go over to Damien to check that if he's okay or not. He is.
Yep.
But y'all have a moment because you thought that you were going to lose him.
Scary.
It was scary.
Yeah.
It's another vampire attack right in front of your face.
Yeah, no, right in front of me. Oh, the PTSD flashbacks are happening so fast.
So yeah.
I'm fine.
So that happens. Then we're going to go over to, from there, Cordelia and Millie help Marcus. Millie starts the procedure to kind of remove the mesmerize effect, or at least the condition of whatever was set, which you might find out that, oh hey, probably was to either kill or take Ezra upon seeing him. You're able to remove that. Millie had issues, asked for your help, and you were able to finish it. Marcus had that removed, and is able to now look at Ezra without wanting to either kill him or attack him, which is great. Millie also, I think, tells you something about like what's going on with them. Did you want to talk about that? I'm just trying to remember.
They said something about like, or I think it was on the way there that we were talking about.
Yeah, it was like on the way too, like you
baby girlfriend surgery. We were talking like, hey, is there anything you want to talk about, or like, how have you been? And Millie was like, what if we didn't talk about either of those things? And I was like, okay, well, we are here. And they were like, I don't want to hurt any of y'all, and I'm kind of in the middle of something, and once I am done, maybe I can come find you, but now is not the best time. And so Cordelia was like, we are family, and we are the ones that like we can
don't say sorry now. Like, we all knew what you were singing.
I know. We're family.
About it.
Communication and like working together is how we're gonna all get through this. And so if you need help, ask. Again, if you need me to kill someone for you, I will.
You want me to kill that guy for you? I will seriously kill this guy for you. Is Millie's vibe, or your vibe from Millie. But yeah, you have that. Millie says that they might come find you after whatever happened tonight, but not sure. You help Marcus. And from there, downstairs, Cameron and you and Ezra have a conversation. Because you use a luck point, you're making some really sick beats based off of the inspiration of what happened tonight. While Ezra is not facing you and you're facing inward to the backstage, you see a shadow that you realize is Ezra shaped, coming out of the darkness towards Ezra, and attaches themselves back to Ezra after like a split second of just standing there. Clearly it's not attached. Clearly it wasn't like, oh, it was his shadow. No, it had sentience. And Ezra asks you, did you want to talk to that?
I believe asked me to, well, said that they were going to forget basically that happened. And Cameron was like, what? And also said to inform, I think both Cassie and Millie, right?
Yeah. Inform everyone from S12 about what's
going on. Just everyone
in
from S12, yeah. Yeah. And let them know that happened apparently again, which Cameron was like, okay. And she's just very concerned about everyone. She is very concerned.
Mm-hmm. And rightly so. You just met these people like 2 days ago, and this is the most fun you've had in a cell to date. I'm going to guess yes, because this is a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah. From there, there's the promise probably that everyone's gonna meet up after everything that happened. But before we do that, we go flash to Aurora and Theo, who are driving into the city to try to meet up with y'all, because I believe Mo, you called or no, you texted to say like, hey, and Theo's like, I'm on my way. I don't care if I'm like hurt. I'm almost recovered. Let's go. And while they're at a stoplight, someone's knocking on the window. As Theo looks out and realizes that, oh, and thinking that someone asking for money, that it's actually somebody else, and then starts taking off his glamour or as if ready to do something about it. And then someone punches through the window and grabs him by the neck, and we cut there. So that was really eventful. Episode 8, I think. I think that was pretty good. Personally, I'm proud of myself. I know y'all should be proud of you. But yeah, so
I am deeply afraid.
It's fine. That's the vibe we're making here. Content warning. This is a series that focuses on the following elements: violence in combat, gun violence, fighting, and supernatural violence, trauma and processing trauma, minor body horror, descriptive scenes of death, no gore but maybe unsettling or dark, illusions and altered realities, creepy atmosphere, betrayal, and potential death. You found it, you triggered the betrayal. Please take care of yourself if these elements and how they may be portrayed make you uncomfy. You can also catch the VOD later. Check it out on YouTube. Please take the space that you need. That doesn't just go for audience members, but that goes for the cast as well. They can walk away at any time. Safety tools are in place as well to be used. So, without further ado, let's continue. Foxtrot. We open up with you. We're going to go back a little bit in time as the events unfold around you. You have been told to come to the Nightingale. You think that everyone's inside already, and probably there's a main event happening downstairs. Something having to do with a Polly Pocket, but it's spelled weird. It's not spelled how Polly Pocket looks. But that's where everyone is. So you kind of follow the crowd to go downstairs. And you had a very interesting viewpoint of a Millie, who you know is Millie, like you just met them not too long ago. Very, very scary in terms of presence. And on top of that, like, kind of had a issue with the feathers they left behind. You put it in a disposal, and they shot at you like magical bullets, so that's fine. But you want to find out what they were having a conversation with in regards to the woman that they were talking with, and you sent someone by to kind of eavesdrop or break up the conversation, but it didn't seem like it was as successful as you thought it would be. Before you can do anything else beyond that point, it seems like the show starts. You're kind of whisked to the middle row or middle area where people are standing, bodies bumping, and you, after like a short few seconds of Polly Pocket on stage, just kind of getting ready, doing a weird introduction to music. It starts blaring this interesting mixture, cacophony or maybe melody. You're not entirely sure if it's good or bad because it's loud. Of rock and hip hop and sometimes reggae thrown in there, and everyone is super excited about what's being listened to. While you're up there and you're stable, no one's like moving around too much now that like the show started. What would you say you are doing in this time frame at the middle to front row?
They're probably trying to swim out of the crowd, not necessarily like pushing people away, but like kind of noodling in and out, being polite, small sorries, but I'm trying to make their way to the Nightingale.
Okay, so you're trying to push your way out, um, and while you're doing that, and you're doing it for a little bit because a few songs transition, you bump into somebody who seems to be in the same boat as you, who's trying to like wade into, whereas you're trying to wade out of this crowd a little bit. And they look a little familiar. They have deep red hair, green eyes, light freckled face, and very sweet disposition a little bit is what you get. Very tall. You know this person to be, you think, Willow? You did see them a couple of times, and they make eyes with you as you bump into each other. Like, oh, hi, you. It's loud here.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, and the reason why I'm making my way out. If you could just, I go this way, you go that way. We can make this easy for both of us.
Yes, I mean I could try to help. Well, I need to be here. I'm trying to help. I don't know where they went. It's so dark in here. Ezra and Cassie are here. They're trying to find Millie, the cousin, if I remember correctly. There's someone in the back row over there. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to stay. But if you just try to go around, I don't want to like hurt anybody here. Humans are so squishy. So.
Oh, well, I did see them. Not necessarily, they were somewhere but sure. Yes, no, do you need that assistance or am I just...
I think I'm good. I think I got this. Just as like y'all are trying to talk through all this stuff, there is a screech. There's a sound, a boom of sorts with the music. You both kind of cover your ears. And the sound suddenly goes really fast and then very slow, and you're not sure if this is on purpose or not. And then it just kind of slows down to a sudden halt. The vibe is still dark. People are confused. They thought it was kind of a part of the vibe, and it's not. And then 𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘 just kind of, oh, sorry, like we're just gonna do the thing, and stuff like that. Just give it a moment. Another woman hops on stage. Amber assists as well, in terms of letting everyone know that like maintenance, there's issues. You both see a passing of people's, the top of people's heads, and you're not entirely sure who's going to and through the crowd. But this seems like the right opportunity for you to like make your exit if you would like to, because people aren't moving around too much anymore. No one's like bobbing to the music. So
yeah, I'll take advantage of that.
You take advantage of it. So like Will's like, oh, yeah, you. I think Mo and Damien are upstairs. I'm not entirely sure. But until further notice, I'm going to try to find Ezra. All right, and then like wades through the crowd past you. So yeah, up to you. You go upstairs. Or you're trying to like get past people at this point, to get out. Mm-hmm. When you do, when you try to get out, and you go up the stairs, you push past someone. Can you roll tough for me?
Sure. Let's see. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Okay, so they kind of like, you're not sure if this was intentional or not, but it seems like they tried to like shoulder check you essentially, and or at least like make you prone. Either way, not entirely sure. You're able to hold your ground though, like maybe having something to do with like, oh hey, humans are squishy, so I just have to make myself tougher, or like, oh hey, like it's fine. So you shoulder knock them back, or at least stand still enough. Um, it's like meeting a concrete wall for them, and they just like do a look at you. It's like, oh, sorry, my bad. I'm gonna keep going down the stairs as if they did not just do that.
Cool. I'm not good at human communication. Maybe that was an accident, or maybe they're just mean. I'm on my way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time.
So yeah, so you go out, and you make your way up to the main area, the top level of this place. Um, Willow said that Mo and Damien were up here. They're not, from what you can tell. It's not as populated as it is downstairs. You don't see really anybody that looks familiar, so now you're kind of confused as to where everyone is. So, up to you what you want to do. Do you want to message anybody to find out where people are?
I guess they'll probably message Mo. Just a very simple, where are you? Question mark.
Mm-hmm. So you do that. No, you don't get a message back.
Wow. So much for being mom. But then they just like turn around and go back to like their wait, I'm not at the Nightingale, right? I'm still at the concert venue.
So
Or
at the
is
night,
that
so
the
it's the concert venue. So downstairs, there's like a concert area. Like so, like it
Mhm.
looks like a lot of people. You went upstairs to the top level where there's like a smaller bar, still the Nightingale, but it's like a lighter vibe, so it's not as loud. So if people wanted to hang out here, they can. There's a back door area where like there's the green room, bathrooms, and stuff like that, and then there's outside. That's raining right now.
Let's see. I don't really have any moves to like locate somebody, so I guess outside is my next choice.
So you go outside, into the rain. Um, Not sure how rain feels like to you, but it just feels like, oh, just wet, and then plops on you. And you kind of look around to see if you see anybody. No. Um, there might have been like a group chat at a certain point. Obviously, I think the last thing that was sent was like Millie's at this location. That's all you have. As you step out, and I'm assuming you either make your way in a direction or not, you get to a corner, and a black van swoops in, essentially drives up to you, and it opens. You see, for a moment, you might be startled. You're not entirely sure. When it opens, you see several people that you know are dressed like cleaners. And they look like they're prepped for you in terms of like gesturing towards themselves, like, hey, you're Foxtrot, right?
Yes, I. Why?
Well, we just got requests to evacuate S12 from this area, so if you don't mind, come with us.
And I'm just supposed to believe you, or is there any reason we're in danger, or am I missing a memo?
Uh, well, there was. I assumed you would have been briefed by now. There's a traitor within the Arcane Core, and it seems like it focused on y'all at the moment, so we were told to make sure that y'all were safe immediately. If you want to check, and they all look at each other, like, because it's like 4 or 5 people. Like, they're just like, if you want to check our credentials, we can totally share that with you.
No,
So
that's too. That my apologies. I'll just and then they like awkwardly climb into the van.
So yeah, the climb into the van. This has been a day for you. I think you got attacked. You went to sleep. A cat woke you up by healing you. You thought that everyone was supposed to meet at the Nightingale. No one was at the Nightingale. You just had very loud music, and you just kind of feel like you've been among the sea of human at the moment, and you're confused. But once you are brought in, they essentially make way for you and make room for you to sit down. And you do. In that exact moment of time, you feel your memory, including yourself, blink, essentially. It feels like you're, like in terms of the body, that memory was trying to be attacked first, not attacked, but taken over first. And then it seemed like it trickled down to you. And you're like, oh, this should be fine. I don't know. Before your mind goes blank. Then, it's going to be fine, don't worry. We transition over to, let's see, Cordelia, Marcus. Well, actually, no, Cameron. You are getting dressed down, right? That's what you said you were going to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you run up to green room to do that. Everyone kind of is meeting up in that area of the back area. You transition into, it's a big jump between red hair, lace mask, Lolita vibes to plaid, just tomboy vibes, short pixie cut hair. And you just look, you're like, comfortable, but also miss your vibe as you walk out of the green room to meet up with Cordelia, Ezra, Marcus, and Millie, who are there, speeding forward in time back to like present time at the moment. Mm-hmm. What do y'all do?
Y'all just waiting around.
We need to, I think we need to go to Mo right now. Like,
yeah.
I think that she said they were going to meet up, right? And you see Ezra kind of typing away to like find out what happened to Mo, and it's in the group chat. But I don't think there's a response. I don't think there would be from Mo, and there's like a moment that passes between y'all as that's happening.
Do we know where they were? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. I was just going to ask if there's a mirror nearby.
In the green room that like Cameron just stepped out of. Did you want to go into the green room?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You do. While Ezra's typing away, everyone watches you go in, raised eyebrows, and you go to the mirror. What are you doing?
Wait, so are there people around?
Just them, like just because like this is an area where no one's really passing there too much, and no one's really entering the green room besides y'all. So,
gotcha. I don't remember if I told you, Cameron, but I have an inkling of how magic works.
Ezra tries really hard not to roll his eyes.
I kind of had a hunch. I don't want to say anything. But...
Okay. Well, I appreciate the consideration, the secrecy. I'm gonna try and view another place and just spy Mo, see what's going on.
Roll magic to do that. I would say everyone enters the green room and closes the door behind them just
Where the fuck were these? It's a 9, sorry.
Said in the sweetest
I think
voice.
that's the highest you've ever rolled.
Yeah, I think so. For magic purposes, I think that's the highest you've rolled magic-wise, and maybe
at the very least this season, yeah.
Yeah, this season. So you do that, you got a 9, but it's a mixed success. So what glitch are you using, Cordelia?
Where's the moves? I think I'll just do the S12 special. Just unwanted attention, if you don't mind.
Oh gosh. So you're peering at Mo, is that
Yes.
correct? So I'll think about it. Let's see. Okay, so you do that. You do the little symbols expertly around the rim. You put a bit of too much energy into it. It seems like nothing bad happens, nothing breaks or anything like that. But when you do that, it kind of views kind of nebulous on the edges of the mirror, kind of looking through a cloud, and then it's clear in the center. You see Mo in the rain in the park with Damien, and they're holding each other. It looks like Mo's having a moment where like Mo's crying essentially, and Damien is trying to console. There is blood, not a lot, but like a decent amount, like on Damien maybe. Maybe he got hurt or Mo got hurt. You can't really tell. But it doesn't look like they're in combat right now. So it seems like they're fine, or whatever happened already happened. And you know this park to be the park that's like a few blocks away.
Good question. Can we all see this or just
Everyone in the room can see this, yeah.
Oh, okay. You should go.
Yeah.
Ezra like leaves before y'all do. Like as soon as like sees like what's happening. Millie is kind of frozen. Doesn't really. It seems like Millie's frozen between also doing the same thing and staying. As Ezra leaves, Millie turns to look after Ezra and then looks at y'all. I can't go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. I guess you can keep in touch with Cassie and
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cassie? Yeah, right. You're right. See you later. And Millie walks out and gives y'all room to like run out as well. Y'all
Runs after Ezra.
Runs after Ezra. Ezra's running through the rain. I'm assuming
wipe away the rooms.
You clear the mirror before you leave, and Marcus kind of trails behind you as y'all leave. And we're gonna go to you, Mo, who's in the park. Literally, this is where we kind of like, if like the mirror got wiped away, and as it like gets smaller, we kind of open back up to that exact moment between hiccups, where Damien is like stroking your back and trying to soothe you.
You can't tell anybody I was like this, okay?
I will do no such thing. I will not tell anybody that you this happened to you for sure. Scout's honor.
Okay. Oh, damn shit. Okay. I'm good. You're good? We're good?
I'm okay. It hurts a lot, but
I shouldn't have let her go. I should have just killed her.
He grips your shoulders as like he slowly stands and then helps you up, even though like he's also in pain right now. It's funny to me, but it seems like that's what he would do.
It's very gentlemanly.
Helps you up as he like cringes because it hurts. It's just like, this is kind of not a blame thing, Mo. This is like, that was raw and that was quick, and we're not fully prepared to take someone down that we knew, right? Like,
Thought I was.
But we now know who the mole is, so.
Yeah. Damn. Where is everybody? I really thought they were gonna be here by now.
And you kind of see them, like if you're in the middle of the park, you can see down a block, like you see Ezra like booking it, lanky and all, towards you. You can kind of see rain in his face as he is making his way towards y'all. But before you're like, oh, there they are, and Damien the same, both of your memories wipe immediately in that moment.
Don't even get a reunion. God damn it.
No, of course not. Go to you, Cordelia, Ezra, Marcus, as y'all are doing the same thing. Ezra kind of starts running faster, it seems like, because, and you'll see it yourself, you, Cordelia, Cameron, all of them. You see, it seems like several people are moving very fast towards Mo and Damien. I think y'all would know that it's like probably core, but it's just kind of alarming to see in rapid pace like this. So Ezra's trying to make it there before that happens. But before y'all do, a black van speeds up to stop Ezra from doing what he's doing. And the door opens quickly. There's about 3 or 4 people in it. One of those people is Aurora. So she's there and says like, hi, evac's here. You don't have time for this. Mo's fine. We're going to go back to the core now. As our screeches to a halt, and because it's the rain, also probably sliding a little bit, and then several you, Cordelia, bump into him. Cameron and Marcus, y'all also slide. And Aurora says, okay, we need to get out of here. Things aren't safe right now. So come with me. We're going to go back to the core. And
have I met Aurora?
Not personally, but you have seen Aurora at the command center. So you know who Aurora is, kind of. You just know that like she's one of the people that you kind of touch bases with information here for the task force. She makes room for y'all, essentially. Ezra narrows his eyes at her and is like, don't memory wipe me, okay? And she's like, it's procedure, Ezra. You're not special. Get in.
Okay, wait.
Well, we're getting our memory wiped?
We're like, they're gonna do a thing where like they transport us and they're not gonna let us know how we got to point A to point B kind of situation. It's for safety purposes. And Aurora is still like, you know how this works. Again, you're not special. Everyone goes through this. Ezra just glares and then begrudgingly enters the van. How about y'all? I'm assuming y'all do too.
Quietly.
Cool. Cameron, I'm assuming you do.
Cameron, yeah.
Right.
Also, kind of steps in, very like, but goes in.
Marcus fills in the back essentially in terms of like crouching down and entering the bulky. They're moving to make room for this baby girl character. And as y'all enter, memories fade. And it seems like just a blip of a moment before all of you wake up to what looks like an apartment, a really nice one, kind of sitting on couches and chairs that are all kind of in like the living room area, floor to ceiling windows, high up, extremely high up. You're getting penthouse vibes, maybe? You're not entirely sure. It's a really nice apartment, condo, maybe. A lot of space here. It's giving like modern style, essentially. It also looks a little too clean, like kind of no one actually lives here, kind of situation. So like a staged house a little bit. I believe you, Mo, would know that this might be a safe house, but you've never really seen a safe house look this nice either. So you're not entirely sure. But it makes the most sense for the situation. And y'all look around and it's, from what you can tell, it's just you until you see like a cleaner dressed in all black at the front door. That's just kind of like hands in front of them, like crossed and stuff like that. Yes, Cameron, what's up?
Do we still? So, what point do we like not remember? We remember like getting in the van and everything.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
You
just
remember-
the transportation part of it.
It's the
I see,
transportation
okay.
and how to get here and all this other stuff that you forgot. And
Is Aurora there? Oh, sorry.
no, it's a good question. I was like, this is the time to ask us. No, Aurora's not here.
Yeah. Ugh, okay.
It's just
well,
the cleaner who you're not sure, just clothed all in black. They kind of wearing like waterproof gear, against street tech vibes. Can't really see their face, but you can tell that they're probably looking at you. And they're just like at the door, hands kind of crossed down near their lap, I guess is where they're standing. And y'all come to in this moment. Everyone sees everybody, so the whole, kind of all of us 12 is here, except for Theo.
Is Willow here?
Oh, a good question.
That's a good question. Yes, Willow's here.
Oh, they got him. Save yourself. I was gonna say.
And Marcus is here too, technically.
Marcus is here too.
You know.
I was gonna say. Firstly, I look for Damien. Have we been treated?
It looks like Damien and you have been treated. So, like, I would say, if you were unstable, you're no longer. You know, y'all are stable now.
I only took one harm, so.
Ezra, like not Ezra. Damien was unstable. But he looks like he's better. He looks still sore, but okay. So yeah.
All right. I check on him first, and then I look around. So, but Aurora and Theo aren't here.
Aurora and Theo are not here.
Okay, so I'm assuming they're doing leader things. I feel a little bit left out, but it's fine. Annoying. Anyway.
So yeah, y'all all come too.
I clock Ezra. Did y'all find Millie?
We're not going to talk about evac right now.
I mean, kind of expected that, didn't we?
I guess, but like not that quickly, I guess.
I guess, yeah. I mean, that was really quick. Probably for the best, though. I'm out of pissed Janice off something fierce.
You saw her?
Oh yeah,
assume
oh
that's
yeah.
Where the blood came from.
We exchanged some words, and I'm fine. We're good.
You look fine. I'm hoping that she's not.
I mean, I told you I was badass.
I had no doubts in my mind. Is she dead? Or is she...
No.
Okay.
My original goal was to get some answers out of her, but what she said didn't make any sense. This relationship she's got with the doll maker, it just feels... It feels really personal. Not like something we could convince her out of. And also, she said, when I said that, you know, if she needed help, she said that what she needed was to go back in time to stop her from ever becoming a vampire.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
So then did the doll maker turn her or
Else
her to turn?
she needs the doll maker to achieve that? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Or
Time travel's not possible, though, right? That's not a thing. Tell me that's not a thing, y'all, please.
exactly.
Ezra like makes a face like...
We're supernatural, okay? We're not sci-fi. That's not a thing.
Where does the line like stop though? You never know.
No, please don't. I'm too tired to think about that right now.
Well,
I mean,
there's aliens, so I mean, like, there's that.
There's aliens?
Aliens?
What?
No. That's like a theoretical thing. I ain't never encountered an alien before. I don't know about that
No,
one.
I'm sure you haven't.
I bet you haven't. Like, literally, like, both Cordelia and Ezra probably are just looking at you, Mo, and just pointedly not looking at Foxtrot.
Anyway, I'm glad y'all are here. I thought I saw Aurora. She's not here now? Where is she and Theo? I'm gonna look to the guard at the door.
The guard at the door says absolutely nothing. It, like, turns their head to look at you, and then that's it. And then turns back to about face.
You got an ETA or
A name?
I'm sure they got a name.
No, I know, but like, are we allowed to know? Waves.
Just staring.
Cameron? Wait, who would Cameron kind of like be next to at this point, do you think?
You
Like, are we all just kind of like...
I think that like you're all kind of like in a like semicircle of sorts.
Okay.
You're probably near Marcus and Cordelia and Ezra at the very like that area maybe. Foxtrot, where are you exactly? Sorry. Where do you think that you'd be?
I don't think they'll be like in a like coordinated place. They're just around with everyone else.
Okay.
Very not paying attention to the conversation and mention of aliens, because why would they need to know about that?
Why would they speak up about that?
What? That's silly. Don't be ridiculous.
That's silly. No.
Yeah.
Definitely don't need to talk.
What's like the over under on like, obviously not everyone is extremely magically inclined, but for someone who's like a little magically inclined, how possible would time travel be?
Did you want to
like
roll
how
for
much
it?
yeah,
Oh,
like
no.
how much, I don't know, like say death energy would one need to turn back the decay of time?
Okay, I'll roll for it and then I'll see what I tell you. Sharp for this one.
Oh, where's my sheet? Okay, so that's a 10.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
spicy.
decent.
You're having a good. Took the entire season, but you got there.
We got here. So, you know, so like there's like primordial forces, right? So like one of them is time and death and things that are like permanent or should stay permanent. Is the best way to put it. So, death and time they kind of work together, but not together at the same time. So time travel, or at least manipulating time, is possible. It's just if death and like altering death is something that you shouldn't be touching, time is more so something that you should not be touching at all. Like at all.
One down, one to go. Let's
Lord.
You stop that. You stop that. Stop that right now.
Is like I feel like Cordelia is just like time. Oh, and Ezra's just like literally side-eyeing you. Like, please don't. Because like Ezra just like maybe like technically, but sees that you're like technically, and he's like, no, don't even think about it. Like in terms of eye conversations. It's like I don't know about like something that big, and I don't know how long Janice has been around. But
At least 100 years, couple hundred. Actually, that reminds me. Do I have the photo? Is it Audrey or Aubrey? Audrey. Did Audrey let me keep the photo?
Yes.
Okay, I'll bring it out. Yeah. So, Ezra, you remember a couple weeks back when we went to the magic shop with Audrey's. What's it called?
Collector's Conservatory.
Thank you. I always want to call it something else.
Like I know, which also the one you come up with is also a really awesome name. But yes, continue.
Yeah, yeah. The conservatory. Audrey had me do something to pay back her favor. She wanted me to track down this person, and I point at the person I know to be Cole Jennings.
Okay, yeah. So you put it. I'm assuming there's like a glass coffee table, like a really long one. You put it down.
I have that coffee table.
I want that coffee table. So give that to me. So you put that down. You kind of put it in front. Everyone kind of leans forward. And Ezra looks at it and kind of makes a face. Like, you're not sure if that's recollection or not. But it looks like he's trying to see if he knows who that is.
I think this is the doll maker.
That's the doll
when
maker?
I did my when I did my weird brain thing that I got from his stupid possession, I used it on Janice to see what the doll maker meant to her, and I saw this weird vision like a ritual being cast in a subway somewhere, like 100-something years ago, and this person was here, devastated. It seemed like I was looking through her eyes, and I think she brought him into the core, and then something. Honestly, the emotions were kind of confusing.
You said his
Very
name was
confusing.
what? Cole Jennings?
Cole Jennings.
What did it seem like he was a member?
I don't think so. Or maybe so. Maybe not at first. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know the history of the core either. I don't know how long it's been around. I'm assuming
I kind of do.
long time.
He
Do
was. Do you? How long?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a good idea. Before we do that, Cameron, you're seeing all this, and is there anything that you or Foxtrot wanted to do in this moment at all?
Oh no, she's just gonna lean over to Marcus and be like, has this happened to you before?
No. Not to me.
Why is that person so quiet?
You both look over at like the cleaner, like, oh, it's just cleaner doing cleaner shit right now.
Do we have to stay here?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
How long?
I don't know. Why are you asking me questions like I know? Like Marcus looks down at me.
Oh, maybe you know.
No, like I've never been evac before.
Isn't there like somebody horrible on the loose that we should probably be going to find right now?
I don't know. Maybe we're gonna get talked to by somebody. Usually that's where someone's gonna brief us. It's definitely not gonna be that guy. It points to the person standing at the door, who shifts a little bit, like crosses their hands over their chest as Marcus points at them.
Is there like a vending machine out there somewhere or something? And if so, no? What kind of place is this?
They point to like the
something in the pantry.
They point to the kitchen.
Oh, sweet. Gets up and goes.
So you go to the pantry, or the refrigerator. It's partially stocked. Like there's just like basic stuff in there, like some snacks.
Combos?
Somewhat.
Combos?
Ooh, maybe. Like I can see that. So
roll for combos.
Roll for combos. No, there's
roll for combos.
There's a random like snacks that you would get at a bodega in there kind of situation.
I was
so
gonna
like
say Seattle-like question. What's a con? Oh, it's the chip, right?
It's a chip. Like, it's like a little,
okay.
Yeah.
That was my
Pretzel.
thought process. I was like loading.
Yeah, the little like circular things. Yeah. So I was like, I haven't had a combo in a minute.
I've never had that.
So both Marcus and you, Cameron, go into the kitchen to raid it a little bit because you're hungry. It's been a bit. Ezra goes to pick up the photo and kind of looks at it, and just kind of thinks about it. I really feel like I've seen this person before.
How so? What do you mean, seen?
Not like in person. Like that's not what I mean. Like
okay.
I might have seen them before, like in records or something. But like it's been a while since I've done it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking, so while I was on this little errand, I guess, for Audrey, I found out that there was this ritual. I'm assuming something went horribly wrong, and someone was taken into the core for questioning, but then just disappeared. Not sure if they came out, not sure if they joined the core. And when I tried to figure it out, the file itself on the ritual was sealed. And I was gonna ask Janice to see if she could unseal it, but now I guess I can't do that.
There's other people that can unseal it. I can.
Yeah. What?
Sorry. Yeah. I can unseal it if you want me to.
What? You have higher clearance than me? Why do you have higher clearance than
Ezra looks down, like the best way to put it is like, yeah, I do kind of situation. Like he didn't tell you something, essentially.
Cassie preens at that. Just like, oh.
I'm gonna try not to take that personally.
It's
fine.
not a personal thing, I promise you.
Sure. No, of course not.
He's just personally of higher clearance than you.
All right, you hush. You can hush.
Don't be rude. Like, looks at Cordelia. No, it doesn't help. But
yeah. If you could, I guess when we get back.
If we get
or
back.
if we get back, yeah. I mean, the course compromised. There is no telling how deep that ran.
By the way, and like turns to you, Mo, about Millie. I found them, but
Okay.
they look okay in terms of physically. But they're trying to fulfill a deal for somebody. The infernal that they're tied to. They need to do that, and we're trying to see if there's a way to around it, but they feel like they have to do it themselves. But they said they would keep in contact now, at the very least.
Okay. All right. They're not here. Oh, they're not here. They didn't catch them. All right. That's fine. As long as they're okay, I guess. I wish I could have been there.
They wish they could have come to you too. So if that means anything.
It does, actually. Thank you.
All right. So while y'all have this recollection of all these things happening, Cameron and Marcus, y'all are raiding the kitchen. Just because there's like the desire for popsicles, because like Marcus had a popsicle earlier this day. Like checking the freezer to see if there's a popsicle. And there are. It's not the same like a SpongeBob popsicle, but it is like a generic popsicle. You get your combos and other chips. As y'all are doing that, out of the corner of your eye, Cameron, you see that the person standing at the front moves to the side and reaches to open the door. As if no one knocked or anything like that. They just kind of like, time to open this door for some reason. You turn and the door opens. Can you all roll tough?
I thought you said it wasn't a gun thing.
It's not a combat thing, I promise you. I'll say that. Like, it's not a combat thing.
I got a 10.
I got an 11.
11.
I got an 8.
Good, you all pass. I should actually check if Ezra passes.
Because, don't worry about it.
Get wrecked, Ezra. Don't even have to roll for Marcus because he just exists.
Oddly enough, both Ezra and Marcus are the only ones that fail.
So
my God.
You said Willow is here too?
Oh, Willow is here. Thank you.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry, Willow's like quietly in the corner. Willow also fails. So all, I guess, monsters in the room, excluding Foxtrot, because no one knows that Foxtrot's a monster. They immediately seem to double over as the door opens, essentially. Like they got hit with something, or like they either pain or whatever that means. Like it feels kind of like gravity took over a little bit, maybe, for them, a little too much. So Ezra tries not to like sink into the couch kind of situation. Marcus falls to a knee. Willow drops to their knees. Y'all,
I reach for my gun.
You reach for your gun, which is valid. And when the door opens and there's a slow creak, as the cleaner opens the door, you see a woman walk in. Dark skin, really curly hair. Mo, you know immediately who this is, because you've seen her before. You've seen her at the memorial service for the people that were lost at the containment center, but a little more just slightly more dressed down. So instead of like a tight bun or ponytail, curly hair that's out, that's like really curly, like falls into curlettes around her shoulders. She has warm brown eyes that seem like they're repressing frustration. And she is wearing a very comfortable blouse, um, like one of those cardigan, like those flowy cardigans kind of situation, jeans, and boots. So she looks like Olivia Pope dressed down is the best way to put it. That's the best way I could put it. Like still looking like I could just walk into the office and no one would care kind of situation. And you can hear her shoes click on the floor, which are probably tile. As Ezra looks to her essentially, and he realizes he's having a moment looking at this person as she walks in. And
seeing her and recognizing her, I'm going to not reach for my gun anymore. I recognize that she's like a figure of authority, right? I don't know if I remember exactly what
you did know that
position she held.
This is someone that's an authority figure. You're just not sure what level.
Yes.
And she looks around. You know her name is Gloria. That's well, you remember. But she walks over to y'all, kind of up to the table, where the photo is.
I stand up, because that's respectful.
You don't have to stand.
Oh, okay. Now we'll sink back into my seat.
Okay, like literally, like Cameron.
Can I read a bad situation?
Totally, you can. Yes. Oh,
I thought I did.
When you read Highway to Hell, when you read a bad situation, you can take a moment to take an extra information.
Oh.
So you have a +1, just like a one hold already before you roll, and then take one any result with a 7 or more. So yes, so you hold 1 already if you pass in general.
Basically, Cameron just wants to know, like, doesn't know who is who really. But just wants to know if they're, well, we'll see. I'll ask the questions. Okay, so that's 5 sharp. That's a 4.
What? Me too, sis.
Mark experience.
Experience
so,
really quick.
As you turn and you're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, you drop everything but your combos. So you have like a couple things that you're gathering to bring back to the living room. They all fall. You're like, shit.
Yeah. Let's get snacks for everybody.
She doesn't even like spare a glance to you in terms of like finding out what that noise was. She's more focused on Yumo and Ezra at the moment.
Ma'am, you're fine. You're fine, Cameron. You're okay.
So I still get 1 hold, but one of the things I noticed now has my full.
Take 1 plus hold on any result of 7 or more plus so you have to pass in general to get a +1.
Oh, it says, but on a miss, you may still get 1 hold. But one of the things you notice now has your full attention.
Hey!
Yes, do it.
But she is probably staring straight at me.
Okay, so
or something staring at me.
Tell me what you want to use your hold with for read a bad situation, and then I'll say what.
I'm gonna ask if there's any dangers we haven't noticed.
Technically, I mean, you've noticed her, so like she is you get the vibe that she's a very dangerous person.
But like a danger to us?
Not right now, no.
Okay. I will keep that in mind.
Okay. You are staring at the back area. You drop, so reversing a little bit. You drop everything but your combos because you were gathering other things. And she blinks really hard as she was getting ready to look at Ezra, and then turns to look at you. Very stone-faced, so like no emotion that you could tell. So there's no irritation, frustration, but there's no like positive emotion either as she's looking at you. Who are you?
Cameron, freelancer. Here to help.
I see. So you don't know, you just were briefed on what's happening here then.
Yeah.
Doll maker. New, brand new. I understand. So this must
situation.
So this must be a little jarring for you.
Yeah.
Yes. And she like just shakes her head and then like looks back to Ezra, kind of lingers on Foxtrot for a moment, because also knows there's a little bit of a recollection there for you, Foxtrot, when she looks at you. And then she tilts her head. Foxtrot, I didn't know you were temporarily with S12.
Then you must be behind on developments.
Behind on developments? No. I just thought that you were dead. But...
Surprise.
I understand. Then I must be behind on developments. Can you roll tough again?
Of course.
Lord, give me strength.
I want to spend a luck point.
Finally!
Yeah!
My God!
I love that this is where you use it. Do not be intimidated by her.
Do not be. I will not show intimidation here. So, use a luck point. You feel a sudden pressure, again, like gravity, like something's tugging you to the ground, or trying to submit you. You're sitting down, I'm assuming, so it just feels like you're trying to get pulled into your chair. But you hold firm. You're like, oh, I just exert a little bit more strength than is humanly capable. But no one's gonna notice that, right? So you're able to like hold your ground, but yeah. Now you have a parasite special. Did you want to read what that is when you use a luck point?
Well, I do, but I want to ask this. Was I like being controlled? Like
No.
mind controlled?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Because I got that move, but yeah.
I got that move. I could have done something.
Yes. All right. Where is my luck point? Oh, when you spend a point of luck, you struggle to control your host, or you start to show the real you.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. So
oh no.
I would say that you're trying to find out where the limit is of like the gravity that's like holding you down or trying to hold you down, and you're pushing against your host's body. I feel like the tendrils that are you start grouping a little bit around your neck and shoulders. Did you want to like add anything else to that makes it like more you coming through a little bit?
No, I think that's perfect because what you would think was like tension from like veins, they're just grouped like spirals and swirls up on the skin, and it just looks it's a little abnormal.
Oh, there you are.
What the hell?
Okay, I thought so. I was having a hard time viewing you for some reason. I'm just viewing the wrong person. And Shia looks at you as if like under a microscope a little bit. I'm not sure if you like that feeling because you're used to doing it to people. You don't like that this random woman is doing it to you.
Hey. That's God. Ugh. And like they're trying to smooth themselves out from under Foxtrot. It's like rearrange and like you try to drain your sinus. You know, like whatever.
We
all
haven't.
this is.
We need to meet later. She says.
No, we don't.
Yes,
we don't.
You're
no.
not going anywhere, so I'm definitely.
Oh,
going
don't
to.
say it like that.
She's like giggles. But yeah.
What's
ma'am,
happening here?
I think we can all agree that you don't need to do that, miss.
Yeah, miss.
Miss. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about them.
It's
They
fine.
don't know.
I'm
They
used
don't
to
know
that.
anything.
I'm used to that already. She like smiles. It's a very sweet smile, but based off of half the shit that's been going on in the room, you're like, is it sweet? And Ezra kind of like breaks out of whatever hold he had a little bit. And he's like, can you not do that? Like you made your point. Okay. And she looks at him and the smile still stays there. And she's like, I'm only here to make sure that y'all are all safe because things have escalated further. I've been appraised that there has been a mole. I am sorry that you all had to go through that in general. But you found out who it was, Janice Cullen. Now I can do some research into her a little bit and maybe find any links that might be connected to her.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Of course.
I've seen you around. I don't actually know who you are.
And you won't?
Okay, that's fine.
You're just not going to tell us who you are?
Exactly.
I'd say with all due respect, but I don't know if it's due.
It's
I
not
would
the-
really appreciate.
It's not.
Just-
Oh, you're so adorable, she says.
Stop talking to me like that. I am not a piece of meat to be objectified. I'm technically not a piece of meat at all by anybody's standards. We'll talk about that later.
What's your voice like that?
We'll talk about this later. I promise. After we get finished with this cutscene, then I will explain what's going on.
Does the Corps provide therapy?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
I'm gonna need it.
It's advice.
What? Since
actually.
when?
I was gonna call her earlier, actually. Things just got so much worse.
I was just curious. And if freelancers can get that.
Yes,
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Everyone has like way of talking to a mental professional of some sort. We have plenty of those.
Why don't we get reminded about core benefits?
You are. I just don't
We
think you check
do.
your email.
Yeah, no.
No one tells me how to check it.
You don't know how to check your email?
So this,
No,
this
I
woman
go
just
downstairs every
literally-
morning to check the mail. No one says where it is.
This woman literally like just closes her eyes and just has a moment before looking at Ezra, and they like Ezra like gives Ezra a look like really, like in terms of like it just Ezra doesn't respond to the look. You're not sure what the look means.
Can I tell if there's any recognition between these two?
Yes, if you want to.
What?
What would I roll? Or
I think
Sharp?
it is. I think it is just
Investigation?
sharp. I think it is just sharp.
6. No, 7. I have a +1.
Okay. Yeah, because you add +1, you have like 1 to a sharp or something like that. Is that correct? Okay. So there is recognition. There's a familiarity there. That's all you know.
Ma'am, it's really nice that you came all the way up here to make sure we were safe. Thank you very much. Even though it's kind of weird because we don't actually know who you are. Where is Aurora and Theo?
Aurora.
Like, shouldn't they be here to?
That's another thing that I was going to tell you. But first and foremost, I will be taking my son. Thank you. Ezra like just kind of does this yeah
Slow turn as I survey which of my kids are male presenting. Marcus? Ezra.
There's only 2 in this room. So Ezra just kind of like looks down at his lap essentially when you turn.
Cock a head at it.
Ezra, what the hell?
He doesn't have to answer that.
Is your mom like the CEO?
There are no CEOs at the Arcane Corps, but I am someone of leadership there.
Okay.
So like a CEO.
When you say CEO, it's more complicated than that.
Mrs. Todd. Sorry, pause for a quick second. Ezra has been in mortal danger for the last 3 weeks, and before that he was dead, and you are just now showing up?
You assume that we haven't had conversations.
Us two?
No, me and Ezra.
Oh, all right. No, that's fine. I would have liked to have known, as
Why do you need to know?
The leader of his team.
Because she calls everybody else her children and stuff. So if she actually met someone's real mom, maybe she would like cut that out.
Okay,
that's just me.
That's enough out of you. Whatever you are.
There's
that's offensive.
There's a moment where like this woman is trying not to like break in terms of like laughing, but like
this is not funny.
If Mo doesn't get to know, at least I would like to know.
Wait, what?
I'm the one that
Wait,
signed
why is
off.
that important?
I signed off on Ezra coming back because it was my call. I'm the one that told him to not come back to the core until he got better, and he didn't listen to me. He wanted to keep operating under the core while there is a target on his back, and he didn't listen. Now I'm not listening anymore, and my son is going to come with me and go into...
No.
You have no authority here, Cordelia.
Cassie, if you don't mind.
Cordelia Bennett.
That's not really your call, ma'am.
I like how everyone here keeps on telling me what is and is not my call.
I like how you're here is acting like you're better than everyone else, and we're all here in the dark, and you're not actually helping us feel any better about our situation.
What would you like me to do then?
Give us answers. Give
Tell
us
what's going on.
Straight freaking answers.
These people suffer under your rule, and you're not helping them at all with any form of comfort.
Apologies if we're a little tense when it comes to authority at the moment.
Understandable.
That
what would you
too.
like to know? I will answer one question for all of you, and then I am taking my son out of here.
One question. Wait. This one doesn't count. One question each for each of us.
Yes.
Or all together.
It should
Okay,
count.
thank you.
It should count as a question. That
Are
should
Jinn a thing?
Did you say wait? Are Jinn a thing? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Like DJINN Jinn?
Like genies, yeah.
Oh,
Is
Jinn.
that what you asked? Like you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay. She
Right in on it.
just looks at you.
We all just kind of like...
Cameron's mad. She doesn't get mad very often, but she's mad.
So yeah. So yes, Jen are real.
Are you one?
That was one question. And then looks at
That's not my question. That's not fair.
Fine. What is your question?
I'm not ready yet. Go someone else.
Anybody else?
I hold on. Pause. I ignore all of this for a second, and I just turn to Ezra. I just wholly turn my back to this woman, and I look at Ezra. I know we just went through this earlier today. Do you want to go? Because if you...
No.
This is...
I made a promise to my mom that if anything else did happen, and it already has, that I would be taken to a safe house. A different one. Looks at Cameron.
Then I can't stop you. You know that.
I know. But we agreed about this. I know she's being a hard ass right now, but that's because we've talked.
She's your ma. I get it. Believe me, I do.
I know. I just dealt with it with you not too long ago. Earlier today, actually.
I would like to get the chance to apologize for that, but it looks like I might not.
You don't have to apologize to me. Not you, Mo. Gloria, says, so, questions so that I can take my son and put him in a safe place, please.
Who is Cole Jennings?
Cole Jennings. Cole was a past member of the Arcane Corps 80, 90 years ago, I believe. He went missing.
Okay.
And no one has been able to locate him. There's a theory that might be not a theory anymore, but we need to confirm a few things.
That was my question.
Ezra, why didn't you tell us about the promise then?
What promise?
That you made with your mom?
Because I'm not supposed to talk about my mom. It's kind of to make sure that all the leadership is protected. We're not really supposed to talk about those sorts of things with anybody.
Well,
it's not a personal thing for S12 or not telling you.
no, but I mean, at the very least, you could have said, hey, if something happens, I am going to have just a forewarning.
I'm sorry. I just really didn't think that it would happen anytime soon, to be honest. And I don't think we really had the time to talk about these things, about secrets that we might have, or things that I thought I remembered and didn't. Like, eyes kind of gravitate towards Cameron on that one, but I'll write it out if I have to send it to y'all, but it's a lot. We just don't have time, and we haven't had time.
I know.
Cordelia, do you have a question for Gloria?
Can you keep a good eye on Ezra for me?
Always.
That's my question. And Corey will just get up and move over to the kitchen.
Foxtrot, do you have a question for Gloria?
None.
Dragons exist.
Gloria nods, like, good. In terms of, like, glad for that. And Cameron, do you have an actual question other than if I'm a djinn or if djinn exists?
Guess what's next?
We're going to be doing a deeper dive into finding out about Janice's history in the Corps and how she's been able to find blind sides in general. What has she done? Because I have a feeling that she's hurt people, caused deaths.
I got confirmation that she's responsible behind. What cell was it again? Sorry, Keeper. S7? 11?
Which one are you talking about?
The one that went missing today at the park.
Oh,
quote.
It was
I can't remember.
Freelancer Cell 7, I believe.
Yes, that's right. Freelancer Cell. The Freelancer Cell that went missing today. She was responsible for that.
Had a feeling confirming that, but I meant others.
Oh, great. Cool. What were you going to say about Aurora and Theo?
Aurora is kind of doing a little bit of a crisis mode right now in terms of Dollmaker. There was a attack on her and Theo's vehicle by the Dollmaker, I'm assuming.
Are they okay?
We're trying to locate Theo right now. Last time
I look at
checked,
Ezra.
Ezra looks at his mom. Like, in terms of, like, the fuck. You know, like, that's the best way to put it. Like, his face is like, what kind of situation? She just gives a look. They have gotten into a fight, it seems like. It doesn't look like either of them are fine. But at least blow for blow, it seems like damage was done. So, we're on the trail.
Okay, what can we do?
If you want to go and try to find Theo, you can. But Ezra is coming with me. I don't know why the Dollmaker wants him. All I know is that if he gets him, there is no more future.
Sit back down, like real heavy on the couch.
If there's nothing else, I'll be leaving. Ezra, say your goodbyes. And we'll continue. But if you want to go and find Theo or join the task force that's active right now, be my guest. I will not stop y'all. But you have access to this safe house. And points to like the cleaner that's standing there and that person over there whenever you need access.
I need a file. Declassified, please.
What file?
The one with Cole Jennings, I think. The ritual that he was doing. Or not doing. I don't know.
I will have it sent to you.
Thank you.
She nods and she walks out. Ezra doesn't follow yet. It seems like she's giving him space to say goodbye. And the door closes. Luckily, it seems like the cleaner doesn't stay behind. They close the door outside as well,
nice of them.
So that y'all have a moment.
I put my face in my hands.
Well, that sucked.
Damien and Marcus look at you, Foxtrot, because there's a disconnect here of how you talked before and after. And I feel like a lot of people are looking at you right now, just in general.
Okay. I've done this maybe, 3 times now? This will be the 3rd time, 2nd time. Okay. Long story short, TLDR, sci-fi real. Hey! Alien. I'm an alien.
Oh, of course you are.
So Foxtrot. Okay. Is alien. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Foxtrot was an alien?
Is
the entire time.
Present tense.
Present tense.
Isn't it? Not Foxtrot.
No,
Wait, wasn't Foxtrot dead?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, that whole
Yeah.
cell. That whole cell. Ezra says like.
What?
Not the
It was
whole
an
cell.
accident. I did not mean
Some
to
Men in
do.
Black type shit.
You wait. You killed yourself?
It wasn't my cell.
What?
You mean?
Wait, you killed the cell?
That's fucked up.
A
And
lot
you
of
took one
things
of the
are.
bodies.
So
It is fucked up.
why is this?
It is fucked
even...
up, but let's put it this way. Most extraterrestrials, when they do come to our planet, they can't really judge the amount of force needed to interact with humans. So imagine like picking up a doll and throwing it on the ground at full force.
Why would anyone do that?
Why would anybody do that?
Listen,
I'm
you
not an
and your
alien.
like Earth people, human sensibilities vary. I didn't know everything. It was a learning experience.
A learning experience where you caused the deaths of a bunch of people.
Not a bunch, just a cell. Let's not get serious. We're all responsible for
multiple people.
Yeah, but aren't y'all too? We go quiet. Yes, we do.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay. Listen.
Cordelia will walk back in and just sort of like cross her arms and like as she's plopping down into the couch, again try to astral project, so it's just like her body slumps down into the couch, but she's still sort of floating.
I did not know you could do that.
Every time you do it, you have to roll. Like, didn't happen yet, so like roll magic.
Is it something we can see?
It didn't happen yet. Like roll magic to see if like you could do it. Every
10.
It's a 10, so you do it just fine, no issues. Yes, so like slump down.
You look like Cordelia when you're like this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I get emotional for a second.
Okay, who all here is somebody else? Raise your hand. Okay.
Whoa!
Put your hands up. Your hands up. Your hands up.
Yeah, no, I raised my hand. Well, I guess half the people don't know. Well, I'm not like another creature. I just do
Okay.
pop star shit.
That's fine then.
I have a side gig.
What?
I have a
What?
side gig.
Side gig.
Oh, I thought you said psychic.
I thought you said
Oh,
psychic
oh.
too.
I
Like,
said psychic.
I wish I was psychic. Actually, I
I
don't.
also thought you said psychic.
Sorry.
that
Side gig.
That would have been really sick, honestly. But yes, Polly Pocket, everybody.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't have to worry about it, and I'm not going to
It's
explain
fine.
it again because I explained it like 4 times to you, and it just never seems to like settle in. Same thing with magic. Whenever I talk to you about magic, it's been 10 years.
In one ear and out the other.
So like that vibe here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
Look, it's not. I got other things to worry about. You know?
Right.
Ezra, does your mom know about the thing
What
we
thing?
talked about earlier?
What thing?
What thing?
Do you remember the thing we talked about earlier with your little shadow buddy?
My little
what?
shadow buddy?
Okay, pause. In terms like everyone else. All right. So
Whatever,
earlier,
shadow
Ezra
thing.
told me that he might forget this, but there was a shadow that was disconnected from him, but then became connected to him. And then Ezra told me that he might forget, and I was supposed to tell you all that happened.
Oh.
That seems
That
really
makes
made
sense.
up. I'm gonna be really honest.
No, because earlier today, this happened. We were walking in the core, and then you suddenly blacked out for like a second, and then you didn't remember the last however many. Right?
Right.
That's why we wanted to get you out of there in the first place.
Okay. All right. I believe you. I believe all of you.
So is this like the doll maker trying to get you? Because the doll maker is trying to get you, apparently.
Yes, that's been a thing for a while now.
I don't know. But
So your shadow just gets up and walks off by itself?
Why is that the most surprising thing to you out of everything right now?
I'm going
yeah, we got an
in
alien
order
here.
of the things that happened. Okay,
we have an alien here. We got a superstar in here, and then we have
with
like...
everything
Mine's
in
not that
order
weird.
with varying amounts of surprise. Okay. Yeah, honestly, Cameron's side gig is like the least surprising thing.
It's actually pretty minimal compared to everyone else's.
Considering your veins popped into spirals. So
that wasn't veins. That was me. And they open their mouth and like a
What?
little set of tendrils comes out, like does a little wave.
I throw up a little bit.
Throw up a little bit in
I'm
my
like,
mouth.
Oh shit!
That's crazy.
I just met your mother.
Put it away.
What do you
Put it
look
away.
like?
Ew!
What do you look
I mean, if
got
I can find
tentacles?
words in my vocabulary that I've learned, I guess it would be like celestial tapeworm, something like that.
That's not what I was expecting you to say.
I really wish you didn't say that.
No, but like picture like a nervous system and then
Yes.
take that out of the body.
Yes.
Why is everyone talking weird now?
Where do you know that?
That's
This
what
is just
Kadoria
how I
actually
talk.
sounds like.
Yes.
Ghost form,
Okay.
Different vocal cords. It's
You don't have vocal cords. You're a spirit.
no, back in Cassandra, I have vocal cords.
Yes. But you
That's
don't
what-
have vocal cords now. So how? You know what? This is so not important.
I had them when I died.
Sorry, that's rude. I shouldn't ask that. I
How old
apologize.
am I? Oh,
Okay.
1800s.
Compartmentalize and
Sweet.
now.
But not sweet because you died, but like sweet.
Oh no, it was.
I mean, she's fine
I
now.
almost said it was my doing, but it's not like that. It's like I performed a ritual and
dislodged
yeah.
her spirit, and I didn't know how to reverse it, and then technically
I don't like that.
Not quite, not like this.
No.
This is fine. This is just astral projection.
Anyway, back to Ezra. I'm worried about him going with his mom because if she doesn't know about that, she can't really protect him from it.
Well, I mean, it came back, right?
Is that a
Is
good
it-
thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. It's your shadow. I can't imagine that anybody would be able to manipulate it besides you. Well, I'm thinking about Willow. I like look at Willow.
Ezra also looks at Willow. Willow has gone to the kitchen, has picked up the snacks that are on the floor, and has like opened one of them to like slowly start eating it before looking back at y'all.
It's not.
I can't manipulate Ezra's shadow.
Because it's another person's shadow, or because it's Ezra's shadow?
Because it's Ezra's shadow.
Yep, see, that's exactly what man.
You
Okay.
figure out what's going on with it, though?
I can try if Ezra gives me permission to. Looks at Ezra, and Ezra kind of like looks. It should be fine. I think it should be fine. There's like a little bit of like a lull of discomfort between these two. Before
I'll distract you if you'd like.
It's fine. You see Willow walk over, and essentially, like, there's like about a few feet between these two as like she kind of motions for Ezra to stand up, essentially. And then there's a moment before you see their eyes go very green, like so very bright green. And in that moment of trying to reach forward for Ezra's shadow, you see it suddenly gain like darker, like it's like slowly getting dark. So like, you know how like, oh, there's like a little bit of a normal shadow looks in terms of like, oh, you can still kind of see the ground underneath it. Instead it looks like a solid mass on the ground, essentially. And it looks like for a moment that it is trying to get out of where it is. So like it seems like it's trying to move, or move against Ezra, or where Ezra is standing, essentially, to get away from whatever's happening right now. And after a moment, you're wondering if like something's gonna happen, like it's gonna lash out, because it seems like it's trying to pop off the floor, I guess is the best way to put it. But then after like a few more seconds, it goes back to normal. You can tell Ezra doesn't look terribly good. Like, it looks like Ezra went pale for a second as Willow was doing this. And she kind of cocks her head, looks a little worried. It's kind of like you. Like, it's kind of like you. It's not you. Like, it's like all the things that you hide from yourself.
Oh, like a metaphorical shadow?
Kind of. Like, it's kind of like that, and it's gaining sentience and kind of acting on your behalf, if that makes any sense. And Ezra's like, I'm not telling it to do anything, though. It's like, technically not, but...
Subconsciously, you might be.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not something that you're thinking about. Yeah, go ahead, Cameron.
Above table keeper question. Was it confirmed that this was the same shadow that I saw in the alleyway?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, this shadow person thing talked to me before I even got into my show today. Ezra wasn't even around that I knew of. So
What, spoke with a voice?
Yeah, it didn't sound like
hell
Ezra.
no.
It didn't sound like Ezra, right?
It didn't sound terrible. Like, the cadence did, in terms of like how they were talking when it had fuller
okay.
sentences, but
It sounded
sounded
kind of like Ezra.
deeper. It sounded like several voices on top of Ezra's voice is the best way to put it.
Absolutely terrifying. So it sounded like almost like several voices, now that I think about it, on top of Ezra's, and it said it was new. It said it was figuring out what it was. Like, it was a new being, shadow gaining sentience. I guess that makes sense, but why would that happen?
Because you died and came back.
But that doesn't normally mean, like, it doesn't lead to like, oh, my shadow decides it wants to do what it wants to do.
Well, no, but we know this, right? There's that transcendence, is that right? Where you when you die and you come back.
Oh, that's called a veiled. That's not on the...
That's right. Wait, I'm trying to remember now. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember if it's rare enough, right, that's what the doll maker is.
Yes, you know that the doll maker's a veiled. You know that Ezra's a veiled. It doesn't happen to every person this ever happens to.
Who is a veiled?
Yeah. So.
Or okay.
Veiled are very rare, is the best way to put it.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if it's rare, we don't know enough about it to say for sure. If you're creating a completely different, I don't want to say monster type, because I don't think you're a monster, but if you're creating something completely new, and in the process of doing it, Well, I was gonna say, is that why the doll maker wants you? But I wouldn't know what for.
Maybe the shadow is related to the choice that you need to make.
Cameron.
Doll maker want the shadow?
What choice are we talking about?
On the ride to the show, we met with the dollmaker, / nearly drove into him. I popped in for a visit, and
Marcus and Cameron are like looking at each other like that. Just like, the fuck?
the dollmaker said that Ezra was the perfect candidate or test subject, I can't remember which. Said that
It's because you're forming something new.
So, this is when a keeper steps in. Y'all bought up a couple of little threads here. If he wants to investigate a mystery to see if you can find out anything, you can.
Yes.
Yes, please.
I'm feeling like I'm almost there.
You're very close, extremely
I
close.
feel like it's right there on the tip of my tongue. It's driving me nuts.
I'll mark XP.
Okay.
Well, okay, one second. Is that sharp? Investigate a mystery?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
You sure we can't use charm?
Lol.
Unless you have a move for it.
No,
You can.
I can.
Cameron.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I can.
Yeah, you can, Cameron.
Sleep now in the fire. Use charm instead of sharp to investigate a mystery. So that's going to
also have your
be
potion?
Oh
9.
no.
Plus your potion.
I do.
Yeah.
So 10.
Awesome. Yeah, so
Hell yeah.
Love that you are
Thanks,
there.
Iris.
I got an 8.
So you hold. So while you hold 1, Cameron, you hold 2. Foxtrot, did you want to roll at all, or do you want to do something else? Any other kind of background thing you want to do? Okay. So, excuse me. So, Mo, ask your question. Either one general question, or one of the listed questions.
Okay.
What are the questions are we going to ask? What are the questions you'll have for me?
What does the doll maker want with Ezra?
Okay.
Why are the dolls unsustainable? Why do they burn themselves out?
Which is a really, 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 really good question, yes.
Thank you.
And something about the lady in the photo?
Oh, yeah. Who's the lady in the photo?
She?
Who is she?
Who is she? And we know what happened to her, but like, who? Yeah.
All right, so
Who is she?
let's do the lady in the photo first. So, Cordelia, you're gonna do your seeing onto the other side. Roll as if you're monstrous, +3.
Gotcha. That's a 12! I missed this!
I miss being able to be weird. So you do your thing. You pick up the photo. And you go to that exact moment. It's like you're standing, as Cordelia this time instead of Cassie, in this room. It looks very much like 2 people are like kind of sitting down holding each other, and it's very old-timey, I would say. Around your time period, I think like 1800s maybe, to like early 1900s maybe. And it looks like someone flashed. You see like that smoke pop off of like the I forgot what the chemicals are that they had, right? But like it fluoresces. The smile happens. You see in sepia tones in black and white. Unfortunately, you don't really see in whatever the true colors are. This masked person who's holding this woman with what looks like light colored hair, golden hair. They have dark hair. They both have light eyes. After the flash goes off, like they move to look at her, and smiles and moves hair behind her ear. Do you want to do one more, Beatrice? Like just one more? With that, like I think that one was really nice. I don't know if we have enough money for another round after this, but I think that'd be great. And the woman's like, yes, I would love that, but can we bring Audrey? And he's like, yeah, of course. Like, obviously. He turns and motions for someone behind the camera person to come in. And you see, like, the form of a little girl kind of trot over. And they are carrying, like, a stuffed animal, very old-timey wise. So very stiff in the joints kind of situation. With... The thing is that, like, Mo can't see this. I think you've seen Audrey before, but you're like, Audrey, don't we know where Audrey? The little girl you see does not look exactly like Audrey, like black hair, green eyes. They look a lot like the woman, so like it's blonde hair, darker eyes, and she's smiling really happily as she trots over with her bear. And you see Cole like hoist her up onto their laps as they pose again for the photo. And the picture is taken again, and then in that flash, you're brought back to your present.
Beatrice. Her name is Beatrice, and there was another little girl who was named Audrey. Didn't exactly look the same as the Audrey that we at the curio shop, but
What? That doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make any sense?
You said that Audrey was a little girl?
In
Yes.
the picture. You see?
But Audrey's an automaton.
Is she? Like, Ezra looks at Yumo, like...
Excuse me, when the fuck were you going to say that Audrey is an automaton?
Yeah, you did not say that. Like, is she?
Whoops! I forgot to mention that. Yeah. That's why she's got so many clockwork things in her shop.
So
that's why we went to go. Oh man, I really didn't tell you that. Oh, my fault.
I swear to God, no.
It just seemed kind of a personal thing. I mean, it's not like it was that important.
Got a lot to say,
to the
as
mystery.
if like we all don't. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Yes.
I'm sorry.
So, Audrey, the woman in the photo is Beatrice, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So next, what does he? Well, let's do the other one. Why are the dolls not sustainable? So you know, when you're putting this together, as soon as the breakout happened with the doll maker, technically no one was really falling or dying suddenly in the conditions that you've seen. It seems like as soon as the doll maker left, within 2 to 4 days, someone was found dead. You know, like maybe 4 people have. You're not entirely sure why that happened. So you're wondering that whatever escaped, whatever part of the doll maker escaped, drains the host that they're staying in before they pass on to another doll. And it seems...
How long?
3 to 4 days. 2 to 3 days. Sorry, 2 to 4
No,
days.
I meant for Ripley specifically.
How long did
remember?
Ripley was
he possessed?
You had said, like, you had seen like the notepad for like 3 days prior is when their notes suddenly stopped.
Yeah.
So for 3 days, you're assuming that something fully took over Ripley and stayed there for 3 days before it consumed what was left of Ripley.
It's like a leech with a hive mind. It just zaps from one person to the next.
I'll also note, because you did find some really cool things in the first few episodes, there was a whole bunch of magic potions in Ripley's apartment.
I know.
That was designed
to
to stop someone from like consuming or reaching their limit for magic use. And there was a lot of them. So you're probably getting the vibe that whatever was in Ripley did not want that to happen, to peter out or take over or probably kill Ripley. That was not what they wanted to do, so they had these emergency rations and magic potions to stop that from happening.
We also have the case.
Yeah, you have a case with an item in it that is a magical mechanism.
It had an item in it. It's the item. Yes.
But you don't know what that item was. You
You
just
don't know what the
case.
item is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Was the item bird shaped?
No, it was not bird shaped.
That'd be bonkers.
That'd be bonkers. No.
It was the bird the whole time.
So why the dolls are not sustainable? Whatever part left the containment center absorbs and leeches off of the magical energy, and it wants to not do that.
So it feeds off of magically inclined, maybe people with fast resources of the arcane, and then as soon as it eats through all that, they are done.
Okay.
Why would Ezra be different?
Because Ezra's very magically inclined.
So, we get to our final question. What does he want Ezra for? Ezra, in his current state, you're not sure how long he's going to be in this current veiled state before, like, the transformation of whatever he is happens. Right now, he's having a hard time not draining magical energy from people. If he had
compatible.
If Ezra could feed indefinitely, it'd be fine. So, like, if there's a source that will always need magical energy, that'd be helpful. If the doll maker had someone that could feed on energy, well, the doll maker can feed on energy infinitely, then he wouldn't have to kill dolls.
Obnoxious. I hate him. So he's like a battery.
Maybe.
That's messed up.
This kind of lingers in the room kind of situation is like, you go down the lady in the photo, why the dolls aren't sustainable. Ezra might be a perfect battery, or, because you asked the question, a perfect host. If Ezra were to become a doll and the doll maker decided to house themselves in Ezra, then there's a high chance or likelihood that Ezra won't die and won't have to lose any other dolls in the process.
Oh. Yeah, I hate that. Oh man, that's bad. Oh boy.
So that hangs in the air as you all are putting your red strings of your mental murder boards together. And Ezra kind of like looks down, and then like abruptly stands up.
What?
Nothing. That's fucky. That's fucked up. I don't like it's.
I mean, yeah, it's supremely fucked up, and you should tell your ma. And oh god, your ma. How long have we been in here?
Probably like 10 minutes, like well beyond like, oh yeah, she's waiting patiently out there, all things considered. But she's like, he's like, I'm gonna tell her all this.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to y'all. I'll see what's going on, and I don't want to leave y'all personally, but we'll see.
It's okay, we get it.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I understand the keeping me safe part, but also like, you're my soul.
I mean, yeah, but it's also kind of, I mean, like, we care about you. That's like the first and foremost reason. But also, if the doll maker gets his hands on you, that's kind of like end of the world stuff. So
when you say it like that, yes, I know.
I'm just saying, save the cheerleader, save the world. Like Heroes.
You watch Heroes?
Y'all are so young. Oh my god.
No, I know what it is. Like, it's just like.
Of course I watch Heroes. We all watch Supernatural.
I wasn't allowed.
You weren't allowed to watch.
We didn't have a TV when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, all this to say,
they weren't invented.
Are you sure too that you should be keeping in touch with us?
I don't know. but
I want to hear from you. Of course I do. But I want you. I guess it doesn't really matter what I want. Just stay safe, Ezra.
I will.
Okay, we will too. And we'll find Theo.
If you can get a message to a cleaner to let me know, I would appreciate it.
Of course, absolutely.
I didn't say sorry, Dom. So.
They know.
Wipes hands on pants. Then looks at you, Cordelia, and like jerks his jaw to the entrance of the entranceway of the front, telling you to come with him for a moment.
All right, kids, look away.
I'll float on over.
Fully separated, no body. Like you see, like the ghost follow. You see Cordelia following Ezra to the front. He looks back. And he's like, "Oh, I mean, obviously I don't mind you in this state, but I was gonna give you something physical. So if you,
I'll just focus very hard on.
it's good to see you like this too. By the way, missed you.
Thanks.
I wanted to get you something, but I didn't really know when the right time was, and I don't know when I'm going to see you. So dips into his pocket. You remember earlier he had like something in his pocket he wanted to give you, just wasn't sure what to give it to you. He pulls out. You see chain, like a golden chain kind of situation. You see like it looks like it might be either a bracelet or a necklace. And then you peer over as he opens his hands, and you see like this beautifully sculpted necklace that's like resin, like so it looks like resin with a gold like outlined in golden. And you see in the resin is like a really small pressed bluebonnet flower in it.
Ezra.
I wish this was on better circumstances, but I went to Calico Avenue and I got it crafted, and it's like has like magical properties and stuff. So like I thought it would be really cool. I know I'm downplaying it because I'm just nervous, but he like hands it to you essentially.
I'll just focus like all of my intent on like keeping a physical presence, like even in my ghost form.
I believe you're just able to do that because this is practice. It's been a while since like a few weeks of like I've been physical, and you're able to do that. You can see it through your hand that's closed around it. I love you.
Love you too. I've just made a fool of myself in front of your mother, and I'm
She
courting
doesn't
you,
make it easy, so I don't think that's on you. But she's just Mama Bear kind of looks past, well, through you at Mo, because Mo, don't act like like you don't do that.
Getting better. I'm getting better at it.
So yeah, like I'll see if I can message y'all at all, but hopefully it won't be too long.
Give him a little ghosty kiss on the cheek.
He turns his head and kisses you fully. No kisses on the lips. Full that. And pulls back. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Holds your hands in his and feels really solid, like it did before. Before it goes through the front door. And it closes. And we're gonna take a break, everybody. Be back. And we're back. Hello, everybody. This was really intense. We found out a lot of stuff. I have what I have dubbed now a movie headache, because of all of the amazing things people have done. But I think that this wonderful cast has done such an amazing job. I really think you should consider tipping them. Like, my God. So if you would not mind, please either do exclamation tip in the chat or www.pally.gg/tip/other studios. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much in general. Y'all are lovely. And this cast has been a pleasure to work with. So, yes. The door has closed. Ezra leaves, and there's a bit of a. Feels like a vacuum, like a pin drop situation. You do feel, just based off of the conversation with Ezra's mom, as well as like her abilities just for entering the room, that he might be okay in terms of transport going to whatever safe house he's going to, or whatever safer location he's in. But you're still not sure what this means going forward. Like, will you see him? Will he be safe enough to come see y'all or not? Maybe he can try to help y'all in a safer location. Not sure. But yes. So you're left with those things, and there's silence. And then through the silence, you hear a crunching noise. It sounds like someone is like chewing chips. And everyone turns to see Marcus, who is like in a chair and just kind of stops mid bite, probably like sharing a bag with Willow, and just looks like, I was hungry. I get hungry when I'm nervous. Sorry.
I'm gonna turn to Damien. Are you okay?
Better. Someone stitched me up.
Didn't even feel it, huh?
No. I guess that's the beauty of magic, of removing memories and stuff like that. No screaming, no pain, just like someone took care of it for me. But can't move around too much. How are you?
I'm tired. I'm really
he like
really
shifts
tired.
over on the couch and then like pats the seat next to him.
Just kind of sink into it.
Uh,
And I observe the kids of my original group. Only one still exists with me.
Damien kind of puts an arm behind you and then gives you like lets you know you can lean on his shoulder if you want to.
I like fully turn and put my feet up on the rest of the couch, and I just kind of lean into him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is meant to be a moment where we can. I know Theo's not. No one knows where Theo is, and I'm really hoping that everything's fine. But yeah, just take the moment. We just kind of went through a lot, so no.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, first of all, yeah, you're kind of badass. Like, I think you told me you were a sniper, but I didn't like know you were a sniper. Like damn.
That was a green beret, honey.
Remind me never to piss you off. Essentially, is all he says as he bumps his head against yours.
Oh, I miss Megan, Millie, Theo, Ezra.
We'll get them back. You know we will.
Yeah, I know. I don't do well with change.
No. He looks back at you.
Stop it.
Stop what?
I'm trying to be honest here.
I know. And change is scary. A lot keeps happening, but until this doll maker situation calms down, that's just gonna be how it is.
I can't just be upset about that.
You can be upset about it. You have every right to be. But we're still gonna have to push through it. Even though it sucks.
So Polly Pocket, huh?
Yeah.
What's that, like bubbly pop music or?
No. It's kind of supposed to be the opposite, and that's why I kind of use the name, and it's a whole thing.
It's like it's ironic. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry that you kind of got assigned to us and wrapped up in all our drama.
I'm not.
Really? Because we are very well known for being the black sheeps of the Corps. That's like their official name for us, unofficial name.
Black sheep is kind of where I vibe, so.
Well, welcome. You're welcome, as long as you stay.
I think I'll be here for a while. If that's all right with y'all.
Yep.
I'm all right with it.
Just know what
Willow says, as if she has to say.
Willow, why are you still here?
What do you mean?
Just curious.
Would I
just
be
chilling
somewhere else?
Oh, I don't know.
Seems like you need the support. It's either that or going back into Fey realms to check on Miss L. That's about it. And if she meets me, she'll call me. That's all.
What about you? I'm like looking at Foxtrot. Are you staying? Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna take my saucer and fly out of here. I don't. Yes, I'm staying.
Saucer?
Where do?
Oh.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know aliens were capable of sarcasm. I apologize. Wait, are you stuck here?
I didn't say that.
So you could leave, Marcus says, like, still, like, after, like, a chip in his hand as he's pointing at you. So you could leave if you wanted to.
Yeah, I could. But I have a much bigger goal of, like, surveying the place. And I've only been to here. And I'm pretty sure there's a whole globe I need to, like, trot before I even consider,
Wait, what?
Leaving. Don't worry about it.
So you just
I worry about everything. It's like my job. It's like my secondary job. So you're staying here on Earth. You're not staying with S12?
No, I'm staying with S12 and both. Yes. Both.
I mean, sure, that's fine. You're welcome to stay, I suppose. But if you need to be wandering the globe, we're not gonna go. We're not globe trotting.
I know. I got a couple years, couple millennia. That's fine.
Those are two very different things. Two incredibly,
no, they're not.
Violently different things.
They're
couple
time
of
increments.
Years, couple of millennia.
Don't worry about it. Like I said.
I mean, if it's a millennia, we literally won't have to worry about it,
we
like
won't.
Damien says.
Yep. None of our business. None of our business. Ugh. My head hurts.
Willow looks at Cordelia. How are you?
I think Cordelia's just been sort of looking down at the necklace, this whole time. She's still right next to the door.
Hordes.
Sorry. She's gonna float on back over to her body and start to sort of like brush the hair out of the way and like put the necklace on Cassie.
Oh, I was gonna do it. All right.
Okay.
It's all good. I could do it myself, literally.
Yeah. You don't need me. It's fine.
And then just sort of like take a moment to like sit back and perceive herself, essentially. What was the question? Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yes. For the most part.
You don't have to be, you know.
No, I know. But for the most part, I am. I promise.
I guess it might be too much to ask that you tell me if you weren't.
You know that if I truly needed something, I would come to you or tell you. And also, it's a lot easier now, so.
Easy to follow, yeah.
Yeah, no. I'll just float, like turn 180, and then just sort of drift backwards into my body.
It's so sick.
Right? Like Marcus like passes chips to you.
Can I have one?
Oh yeah. Like give us chips as well.
That is so unhealthy. I get up and I go to cook something.
Oh no, is it unhealthy for this body?
Probably not. I'm just saying in general.
If anything, Marcus like takes a bigger handful after you say that and just like shoves it into his mouth. He's just being cheeky. It's just like that's it. Like
I point at him. It's like I don't say anything, but it's like stop it.
Just keeps on like just keep.
I go survey the fridge and or pantry. Is there anything that I can cook that is healthier? That's what I'm gonna be busying myself doing.
There might be some chicken, rice, like some form of veg that you can quickly make, whether it's like frozen food you could pop in, or like half of it's fresh, half of it's frozen. Within like 30 minutes, and you can make dinner. While you're doing that, Cameron, Foxtrot, is there anything you wanted to do in this space as this day, this hell day, is coming to a close?
That's a good question. And I think they're just going to lie flat on the nearest sofa.
I just imagine you just like process and lay down like kind of situation. So yeah, there's like it's the best way to put it is like a couch, and then there's another couch, and you just like, I deem this couch mine. This is where I rest. This is the resting processing. So you kind of do that. And everyone kind of looks at you. Do this whenever you want to do it. It's been a day. You did heal. There was a cat that like laid on your chest that healed you. And it seemed to come out of nowhere. So you don't really have to rest too much. I think did you have like only 1 health left, I think? Maybe? I don't remember. But if you have any like hit points, they're all gone if you decide to rest.
All right. Yeah, because I have 3 harm listed. Let me take them off.
Yeah, you definitely took 2 before, and you had I thought you had 1 left because the cat was able to purr something fierce to heal you for some reason. The Cheshire cat.
Hell yeah.
So with that, you do your resting position. Cameron, what would you like to do?
Are there like other rooms in the penthouse or like a balcony?
There's a balcony. There is a few rooms. So, like there seems to be a decent amount where like some have twin beds, some have like queen beds and stuff like that. There's like a loft area, so like stairs going up. That's like another area where like you can either lounge or rest.
Mm.
And there's a balcony, like one of those sliding doors you can walk out on. It is raining. I think there might be an awning, so like it's gonna be a little cold out there, but if you want to step out, you can.
Yeah, I think I have like all my effects. Like I would have like my phone and my brass
Oh yeah,
knuckles. Like
yeah.
I got all
It's
my stuff. Okay,
if
cool.
you like if you're like, oh wait, they took us from point A to point B. I lost my memory. Did any of them take my shit? No, you're
Yeah,
everything's there. Everything seems fine.
sweet. Um, they're gonna kind of like at a moment, maybe when everyone's distracted, sort of like slide out into the balcony and make a call to Amber.
Okay, you do. Hello.
Hey, Amber. Sorry I had to slip out like that. I'm back um around. I'm staying at a friend's.
Okay. I'm glad that you're okay. A little freaky, in terms of like all the technical equipment just kind of
Yeah, it was
frying,
weird.
but but it seems that like you still made a wonderful impression with your show, which I love. That's all that I really care about. The next grouping, maybe next week, maybe we'll see what their availability is. It could be the following week. You might be able to set that up.
Yeah, could we actually hold off on booking anything out of the area for a little while? I've been feeling kind of inspired by this area and I kind of want to maybe stay around for a bit. Maybe I can get an upgraded living situation.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is it happening? Do you want to get further into, the Polly Pocket lifestyle now? Because there's a lot of gig places here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think this place is a good place to really grow some roots.
I like to hear that. And New York is pretty lit, so I'm okay with it. And it sounds like you're okay with it. So let's see if we can upgrade to something. I'll look around. I'll see what other gigs are around as well. It won't be a little bit. We're going to do the Nightingale again soon first, and then I'll see what else we have. But that's promising. Good. I love that. Ooh, thank you. Good news for me for once. Oh, smooches kisses.
What
Is
do you
there
mean for once?
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Oh,
And hangs up.
bye. Bye. I mean for once.
So yeah, you have that conversation. Anything else you want to do when you walk back in? It seems like after Mo kind of is cooking and making food for people. Anything you wanted to do? Any conversation you want to have with anybody?
I think she'll just kind of sit back and just kind of realize this is probably the first time she's been with a group of people that like know the real her in a very long time. So she's just kind of enjoying that moment.
Awesome. All right. So you're just enjoying that moment. Cordelia, is there anything you wanted to do? Oh, Mo, is there anything? I see you both, but like, is there anything you wanted to do? You sure? You're doing the nose thing.
Um, Cameron, um, how how do you? Sorry, I was doing Cordelia's words. Cameron, how do you deal with it? The sort of like double life thing.
Oh, I think a manager helps. I won't
Just kind of
lie.
like a manager. Yeah.
Um, but I did carefully and it's worked so far. This is kind of the first time I've had to reveal my identity, so this is probably the first kind of compromise position I've been in. But I know I can't do it alone.
Hmm.
Gotta have someone
I
in your corner.
yeah.
Were you trying to be like do music? Because we can talk music.
Um, or well, okay, now that you bring that up, um, I so this is not my it's my body now. I have full claim. Um, however, I did get this body uh from the Feywild. Um, not like stole it from anyone. Like it was completely
Okay, so it wasn't like give me your name.
no.
Okay.
It wasn't being used, is I guess the best way to put it. There was a big ritual that we did, and every so often I have been getting sort of flashes of Cassie Cassandra Blackwell is the name of the body. Cordelia Bennett is the one at the wheel, the one with the reins, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I have been having sort of flashes of playing piano, seeing visions of like bumping into someone outside of like a music hall at a college or something. I don't know. It's that's all Cassie's sort of deal. But I mean, I'm not disinterested in it.
Yeah. How much do you get to keep? I guess technically it'd be mental, but like, I guess her brain is still in there.
Yeah.
How much of that would you pick up?
I mean, I'm not sure. Like I like every so often I'll just find myself sort of like tapping out piano music, I guess.
I've got a keyboard you can borrow. Or
Yeah.
actually, you can have it. I've been wanting to get something else anyway, and I don't use it that much anyway because I kind of don't do a lot of piano stuff anymore. So I can give that to you, and everyone needs a hobby. So you should definitely look into it. And if you need any tips or anything like that, see how much you know, and definitely be down to talk music anytime.
Yeah. That would actually be a lot of fun, I think.
Y'all need to have more fun. Y'all
I
don't do
have fun
enough. Are
all
there
the
board
time.
games? Probably starts looking around for board games.
You have this warm moment, like, oh, maybe a piano that might trigger some more memories for me. As we're gonna wrap here in terms of y'all kind of uh what is it like Foxtrot has started their resting process. Everyone is, if anyone is hungry, they are eating, um, and claiming rooms. Cleaner probably, because I believe Mo, you might know this, that a cleaner might stop by later, either late that evening or the next day, to update you on things if any like messages are noted. It seems like they advise you not to leave. They're not going to stop you from leaving because, like, Gloria said, like, if you wanted to go up and find Theo, you can. But it seems like other people are trying to do that in Masserity. So you all settle. Yes.
I was going to say that as I was cooking, I would try to call Aurora. I just want to make sure she's okay.
I will say that if you are calling Aurora, she's not answering at the moment.
Okay, I'll do that. Mm-hmm. And then
because you know that like Aurora was like it was stated that like she's on the ground at the moment, so she's probably funneling a lot of calls at the moment or actively participating, which you're like, I'm not sure which one it is. I didn't really take Aurora as the one to be in combat situations, but hey, how much do I really know about Aurora?
Battle Barbie.
Battle
Love
Barbie, literally the vibes. So, as we wrap here, we transition a little bit as it seems that Ezra is in a passenger seat, or like actually back seat. Gloria is in the passenger seat. Another personnel, probably a cleaner, but they look a little bit more. You can visibly see them, but dressed slightly differently. And there's two other people in the back, so it's very similar to like Moe's car. And he's looking out the window as he seems to be processing what happened today. Like, it looks like a lot has happened. He divulged as much information as he was presented to his mom as he left, who she's in the front trying to process as well. Her knee is jumping a little bit. I'm probably worried about several things. She looks at Ezra through the side mirror, but he isn't paying attention as he's looking out. There's a moment of silence between them as she's trying to process if she should talk to him at all, or if she should just let it ride until they get to their destination. In the moment that silence, or that almost not silence, happens, there's a moment where Ezra's shadow kind of being seen through the mirror or to the side of, in terms of street lights going through and like weird separations of rain against glass, you see it separate from him again as the car drives off to an unknown location, and it's standing in the middle of the street watching the car drive away. And you see it turn to the side before it flattens to the ground and creeps away somewhere. We go to, it's nighttime. Everyone has fallen asleep at their safe house, y'all. Cordelia, in your rest, which is a little restless, you finally find sleep. You're brought back to a moment at the club, the Nightingale. This is being seen through like a different point of view or perspective. It feels very much out of body a little bit. You're not entirely sure if it's, like how you've been doing astral projection, or if you're looking through someone else's eyes, or what. But it's that moment after everyone decided they were going to go get to Mo, essentially, Mo and Damien, that was in the park. And you're looking around, you see yourself pass by, essentially, where like, as Cassie passing by. And across the bar, sitting at a corner, you see someone that looks a little familiar to you. You're trying to pinpoint it. And they turn to Cassie as Cassie walks by. And then they do like a gentle double take, like they recognized who Cassie was. And they stand up like, holy shit, wait, hold on. They were talking to somebody else at the bar. And they're like fishing in their pockets to put down money as they're like, it started off very slow of wait, that might be who I think it is. Oh fuck. Maybe it is. Pulls the money down on the table, apologizes to that person, and they run out after Marcus, right? So like at that point behind Marcus. And they lose sight of y'all really quickly. Essentially they see you turn a corner. And within the split second it took for the talk with Aurora to get into the van, it's like a camera follows this person running through the rain. And that person watches as the car drives away with y'all. This girl, I'm trying to remember what she looked like. She had like a short pixie black hair, bright eyes, really cute, if you remember correctly, right?
Freckles, golden brown eyes.
Golden brown eyes, yes. Oh wow. Did you write this somewhere?
Yes.
So, it's like, I will remember this cutie. So you see the camera kind of over the shoulder and then whirl around to view them as they're huffing, and they look heartbroken again, because they didn't get to confirm if it was Cassandra or not. And in that brief flash of a moment, those golden brown eyes turn red. Not out of anger, but just like maybe utilizing an ability of some sort. And you wake up out of your sleep, outright of bed.
Wait, what?
You're like, fuck. What? We transition to Mo. Hi, Mo. I didn't forget that you had a luck point that needed to
I
be
did.
used.
I absolutely did.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I remembered it. So you go to bed. I'm assuming you slept by yourself. So like Damien's like, hey, I want to like, I don't like, nothing has to happen. Just like if you need support, I'm here. But in the other room, right? So you sleep by yourself. You go to bed, restless, same thing. Kind of maybe you both go to sleep around the same time, you and Cordelia. And can you read your luck point special for me?
I'm scaled. Yeah, I would love to do that for you, Keeper.
Yeah.
When you spend a point of luck, you find a dangerous lead on your prey.
Yay. So
Oh dear. Oh.
You go to sleep. You remembered that like you kind of activated temporarily like a psychic ability. So like it seemed like it petered out after the big combat with Janice. But your brain is a little open right now. Not so people can invade, luckily, but like just like maybe like a moment of psychic bits for this evening. And you get wisps, you hear voices, and it seems like your brain's trying to attach onto like a memory or a moment, or whether it's present or not. You're not entirely sure. You're viewing through someone's eyes rather suddenly. It's a dark room. It's like someone opens a door, it creaks. There's a little bit of light in here. Not a lot, but enough. And it's like maybe like fluorescent lights in the corners that like lightly, I mean, it seems underground kind of location. And you see someone sitting in a chair in the middle of the room. They look really haggard, bloody. You see red mixed with blue blood. So like in terms of red, you're not sure who this is yet, but you're hoping it's not who you think it is. As this person walks, stealths in kind of situation, you hear the footfalls of shoes against the concrete. As you get closer, you realize that this person is in a circle, like a magic circle of some sort. Probably a trap. Like it's a you wouldn't know this, but like for any magical connoisseurs or anything, like for magical entities, this might be a trap for them so they can't leave, kind of situation.
It's a logical leap to make.
Yeah, I think you would know that enough, even though you've made it clear, like, oh, magic, that's not my thing. Like, I feel like you would know.
I've seen
traps.
Supernatural.
You've seen Supernatural, so I know that at least, even though Ezra has told you specifically.
That's not accurate.
Like, that's the thing. You walk through, and you approach this person, and as like the footfalls get closer and closer to this individual, you realize the blue blood mixed with red. The shifting of glamour is happening a lot. Between tan skin and void skin, and it doesn't seem like it's holding up very well. Wisps of hair flicking in different directions before like solidifying into long wavy black hair that's fallen out of a ponytail. And that person crouches down in front of this person slowly, and you can hear them talk essentially. And it seems like a normal voice, and they say like, "Oh, look at you, Zenithiel. Wow, I didn't think I would get a what up on you like that." Well, you did have to like unfurl yourself a little bit. That's my apologies. as you're crouching down, you can see that it's Theo, but he seems like he's in and out of consciousness a little bit. It's like, I'm just gonna keep you here for a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what to do with you because for some reason, you just don't know how to stay dead. I've tried like a couple of times, but you just want to stay. I guess it's to protect that boy of yours, right, Ezra? Right? You want to protect him. It's like your job, right? Well, I'll get to him. It's only a matter of time. I'll keep you here for a little bit. Like stands up, taps Theo's shoulder like he's a friend. Theo whirls on this person and makes a bite for him essentially because that's all he has. Flicks out. Whoa, whoa, whoa! How the mighty have fallen! You're using teeth on me now. Wow. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Take care, Theo. I don't have much with this body, but the next one hopefully lasts longer. But if I can get Ezra, then I won't have to worry anymore anyway. So, take care, Theo. Zenithiel, whichever you prefer. And as they turn and whirl, you can see in the doorway, you can see Janice. Not looking great, but like mostly healed in comparison to half of the damage she got, right? Like, so like got shot through like the neck and shoulder and then the leg essentially. And as that memory or that vision or whatever it is peters out, you open your eyes with a snap.
Bitch!
And I think we're gonna wrap here, everybody. Thank you so very much for this episode. What a finale. What a more intense than I thought it was gonna be personally. But these people were wonderful. So without further ado, I'm Ambrose, she, they, and we're gonna start in reverse order, starting with Vin.
Oh my gosh, hi again. Hey guys. You know where to find me at VinVoxVA on Twitter. If you want to see me be professional, I happen to be a voice actor. VinVox.com, my resume, my studio specs, my demo reels, all that.
Cool. And Jazz.
What up? I'm Jazz, also known as 𝚬𝚜 on the everywheres, except for Instagram. Instagram, I am SilverStarSoul, SOUL Soul, because Instagram hates me. You can catch me usually here, obviously, but also at Queen's Court Games. I am usually seen hanging around there. I also have been cast in Madness Over Manila with my good friend Calamity. We are in part 2 of season 1, so not currently airing. Oh, wait. No, yeah, not currently airing. Wait, I can't do math. As of recording, we're not airing yet, but we will be. November 28th, I believe, is going to be the first day. So you can catch us there. Also, I write books. As a matter of fact, I contributed a short story to an anthology called Being Ace, edited by Madeline Dyer. It is all about thank you. It's a multi-genred fiction anthology featuring asexual characters written by asexual authors like me. I know it's such a surprise because I play such a convincing allosexual character. That was a joke because Mo is a disaster.
Yes.
Yes. That's the joke. So I will probably be in a couple of other things as well going forward. Hopefully anyway, if you want to keep updated, I usually use Twitter. I am starting to use Blue Sky a little more often now. Yeah.
Awesome. And Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham, and my pronouns are she, they. I have been Cordelia Bennett / Cassandra Blackwell, pronouns she, her, the mundane, etc., etc. You can find me on most things at Iris Wyndham VO, and not doing much aside from this at the moment, except for If you're in the Chicagoland area, then you can find me perhaps at Otherworld Studios. We are doing a immersive DM experience. It's all D&D, and we're gonna try and convince them to see if we can do like some like Wander Home or like some other games as well. But yes, it's gonna be a lovely little time. There's gonna be dinner break. There's gonna be like stuff to dress up as. It's gonna be great.
Awesome. And Calamity.
Hello, I'm Calamity, pronoun she, they. I played Cameron the Star today. You can find me all over the internet as Hey Calamity with 3 Y's at the end. I am in a couple different games, like the one that Jazz mentioned, Madness Over Manila. Yes, I keep wanting to say in, and it's over, isn't it?
I keep wanting to say Manila Over Madness, and I was like, no.
Yeah, you flipping it too. That one. I'll be in that one, as well as a few other games coming up. And one of those places that you can maybe look for one of those games is a little place called Telltale Hearts, which just launched. It is a production studio that highlights and celebrates marginalized identities in the tabletop space. Just released our newsletter recently. It is a monthly newsletter. There it is, Pat. And we're going to have some cool announcements of the rest of the stuff we're working on very soon, which might be out by now. We'll see.
Let's see.
Just go check. Just go look.
Awesome.
Telltale Hearts and all the things.
And hi, everybody. It's me, Ambrose, she, they. I have been your keeper this evening. I am an award-winning TTRPG performer. I am the founder and creative director of Other Side Studios. And I feel like I'm doing other things. I'm going to PAX Unplugged. I'm going to be doing 2 different panels. One is UX design and TTRPGs. Wait, where is that again? Was the title of it. And then horror dice rolls. I forgot what the name of it is, but it's going to be a horror panel, which is going to be in the evening, like at 9:30 at night, to which I didn't know that they did that, but it does make sense. Horror nighttime panels. So yeah, I'm gonna be in those 2 things. If you want to stop by and say hi, please, by all means. I believe this episode is gonna be out by that time, so y'all know, you'll figure it out. But yeah, if there's anything else, you can find me on Twitter as @SSAmbrose_, because as we all know, Twitter hates everybody, actually. And Blue Sky, @SSAmbrose, no underscore, because Blue Sky's pretty okay. Everywhere else, yes, @SSAmbrose. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you for this finale episode, which was episode 9. What was it? It was Helena inspired. That's all.
There was the lore episode.
So long and good night, everybody. Episode 9. Thank you again, and we will be continuing this series, obviously, because it ended in a very interesting way. And there's more to be had, more mysteries to unravel, and stuff, an underground of New York City that is afoot. So thank you. And then until next time, we shall see you. Take care.